sense of care and affection in being attentive, which means diligently watching. That word diligent comes from leggere, of course, to read. To read exactly what it is, what is there. Not interpret, not translate it, not contrive to do something with it, but to read what is there. There is an infinite lot to see. There is tremendous lot to see in pleasure, as we saw.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
To read it, and to read it you must be watchful, attentive, diligent, care. But we are negligent. The opposite, you follow negligent. We say, yes, what's wrong with pleasure?
There's a colloquial remark in our tongue when somebody wishes to secure attention, they will say, "Do you read me?"
Yeah.
That, of course, has been taken over into technology, into different aspect. But quite apart from what someone would be saying with earphones on in a plane, just common ordinary practice, sometimes a person will say that.
So what we have done is really read this whole map.
Yes.
From the beginning of responsibility, relationship, fear, pleasure, all that we have, just to observe this extraordinary map of our life.
And the beauty of it is that we've been moving within the concern for the question of the transformation of man,
yes.
which is not dependent on knowledge or time, without getting worried about whether we're getting off the track. It is happening naturally.
Yes,
and that I take it is not a surprise to you, of course, but I'm sure that I'm sure it's shocking in terms of.
And that's why also, sir, it is right to live with the company of the wise. Be with a man who is really wise, not this phony people who are wise, but real wisdom. Not bought him in books, not attending classes where you're taught wisdom. Wisdom is something that comes with self-knowing.
Reminds me of a hymn in the Veda that talks about the goddess of speech, who never appears except among friends.
Yes.
Marvelous. Actually, that means that unless there is the care, the affection that you mentioned, that is continuous, concurrent with attention, there can be nothing but babble.
Of course.
There can babble,
which the modern world is encouraging, you see.
Yes.
Again, which means the superficial pleasures, not enjoyment of. You follow, superficial pleasures have become the curse. Because and to go behind that is one of the most difficult things for people to do.
Because it goes faster and faster.
Yeah, that's just it.
It goes faster and faster.
And that's what is destroying the earth, the air, everything they are destroying. There is a place I go to every year in India, where there is a school. It is, the hills are the oldest hills in the world.
What a beautiful thing.
Nothing has been changed. No bulldozers, no new houses. It's an old place with the old hills, and in there, amongst there is a school with which I'm connected and so on. And you feel the enormity of time. The feeling of absolute non-movement, which is civilization, which is all this circus that's going on. And when you come there, you feel this utter quietness, in which time has not touched it. Time in the sense. And when you leave it and come to civilization, you feel rather lost. The sense of, what is all this about? Why there's so much noise about nothing? And that's why it is so odd and rather inviting and a great delight to see everything as is, including myself, to see what I am, not through the eyes of a professor, a psychologist, a guru, a book, just to see what I am and to read what I am. Because all history is in me, you follow?
Of course. There's something immensely beautiful about what you've said. Do you think in the next conversation we have, we could talk about the relation of beauty to what you've said?
Yes.
Thank you so much.